A festive fantasy football today in 5. We're setting your lineup right now in your semifinals. Heath is wearing red and green. Good for you. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. I have a green shirt on under my hoodie. It is freezing, so I will not be taking it off just yet. Okay, Heath, let's go through all the big news here. Tyreek Hill is questionable. That is a 4 o'clock game. What do you think? Are they going to test him pregame? What do you think?
I'd try to add somebody that's playing in a late game or playing on Monday just to make sure. And it could be a very low-end player, just somebody that I could slide in just in case. But for the most part, we expect Tyreek to play, and you're starting him.
Josh Jacobs on Monday. What are we doing here?
We have really not even a strong lean. I think you'd have to be extra cautious with Jacobs.
Ken Walker is expected to play. Do you like him?
I don't like him quite as much as Jamie does. He's a low-end number 2 running back. I think the upside is exceptional, but he does have several games over the last 2 months with single-digit carries, and he has been battling an injury all week long. So there's a low floor, high ceiling, low floor.
Alexander Madison is expected to play, but he won't be 100%. So what does that mean for Ty Chandler? How would you compare him to Ken Walker?
Definitely prefer Ty Chandler over Alexander Madison. Definitely prefer Ken Walker over Ty Chandler. I dropped Chandler right behind the Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, Derrick Henry range, which is just outside of my top 24 running backs.
Okay, this was the surprising thing from this morning. Deontay Foreman is going to miss today's game against the Arizona Cardinals for personal reasons. So I looked, the last time he missed a game, Roshan got a lot more work than Khalil Herbert. Roshan had 10 carries and 5 catches. Herbert had 6 carries and 2 catches. And just last week, Roshan actually played 20 snaps on first and second down compared to 15 for Foreman and 15 for Herbert. So who do you prefer between Roshan Johnson and Khalil Herbert? And what, I mean, if it were a tough matchup, it'd be easy, but it's Arizona. I was going to start Curtis Samuel in a league. I'm going to slide Roshan Johnson in for Curtis Samuel. What do you feel about these guys?
Yeah, I think they're both high-end flexes. I would prefer Roshan to Herbert, but I talked about how much I dropped Ty Chandler. I'd still start Ty Chandler over either one. I'd start Javonte Williams over either one. I'd start Devin Singletary over either one. I just moved Khalil Herbert into a lineup where I had Zamir White. And with the uncertainty about whether Jacobs is playing, I would definitely rather play Herbert than White.
Okay. Jerick McKinnon is out. Does that change anything for the Chiefs backfield?
Makes me more certain of Isaiah Pacheco as a top 12 running back, and it makes Clyde Edwards-Helaire an interesting flex. This is a very good matchup, especially for Yak. We saw Edwards-Helaire had a big run after the catch last week, and this could turn into a game where the Chiefs are up 3 scores in the fourth quarter, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire is getting a lot of carries too.
A.J. Dillon is questionable. How much is his presence going to matter in your Aaron Jones rankings?
I've mostly ranked Aaron Jones like he's not going to be a full-time feature running back anyway, so it would not have a big impact. Dillon would be somewhere in the RB 40s range, and Jones would stay around RB 25.
Michael Pittman is out. Any interest in a Colts receiver?
I'd rather not, and I don't really want, like I had Gardner Minshew starting in my Superflex league that I have Geno Smith and Kyler Murray, and this caused me to bench Gardner Minshew. I'm starting both those guys over him.
Okay, Nico Collins is expected to play. Do you like Nico?
Number 3 wide receiver. Again, kind of like in that Ken Walker range. There's an immense week-winning upside, and he could give you a complete dud. This does kind of crush Noah Brown. He's more of a desperation flex now.
Let me tell you who I love this week. My start of the week. You ready?
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley. Nose Jones. Trevor Lawrence is playing. Great matchup. I mean, the Nose Jones thing is whatever, but I can't. He's getting double-digit targets in this game. This is what he does. He beats up on bad opponents. I love Ridley this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that he needs everybody to be healthy or everybody to be hurt, and now everybody's hurt. So I think that he will, I agree, double-digit targets. He is a top 20 wide receiver in all formats.
All right, let's go. How about Ryan Tannehill starting, Hopkins or Ridley?
I will go with Ridley.
I've gotten a lot of Dontavian Wicks questions just this morning with Christian Watson doubtful, Jaden Reed questionable. What are we supposed to do with the Packers wide receivers at Carolina?
Dontavian Wicks is a high-end number 3 wide receiver. Super stoked that I benched Gabe Davis for him yesterday.
Oh, God. Unbelievable. The 8 ball was right. Doing a FanDuel lineup right now. The first person I put in was Calvin Ridley. Let's see. Tyron Smith is out for the Cowboys. Zach Martin is questionable. I got two questions this morning in Ask FFT, Fields or Dak, and I went with Fields. How do you feel about Dak Prescott?
I have Dak projected a 0.5 point higher than Justin Fields. I think they're both top 5 quarterbacks. I would lean slightly towards Prescott.
Hunter Henry and Juju are out. Any sleepers there for the Patriots?
I mean, it's Demario Douglas is the guy that you hope bounces back after a poor performance with only 5 targets last week, but he's a low-end number 3 wide receiver.
And finally, Devontae Smith will play on Monday against the Giants. Calvin Ridley or Devontae Smith?
It's Devontae Smith for me. Both Eagles wide receivers are top 12 for me.
All right. Few questions here. Trevor Lawrence or Kyler Murray?
Lawrence.
Do you like Lawrence?
He's a top 12 quarterback.
Lawrence or Baker?
Lawrence.
Aaron Jones or Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith.
Achane or Chandler?
HN.
Ridley, Achane, Chandler, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. Who's your favorite there?
Ooh, I will go with Calvin Ridley. Let's go.
Me too. Dak or Mahomes?
This is one that has changed this week. I've got Mahomes now.
Last one. Bijan, Breece Hall, or Ty Chandler?
I'll go Breece, but I like both of them a lot more than Chandler.
Okay. Thank you, Heath. Merry Christmas, sir. I don't think we'll be talking to you until I don't even know when. When's the next time we're going to be speaking to you?
I will be on FFT Dynasty on Tuesday if you want to show up there. Otherwise, I'll be on FFT in 5 on Tuesday afternoon. Otherwise, I'll talk to you on Wednesday morning.
Okay. See you Wednesday, and happy holidays, everybody. Check out our live stream at 11:30 a.m. We'll answer a ton of your questions for an hour and a half. 11:30 a.m. YouTube.com/fantasyfootball today.